spring break muffins, otherwise known as jelly muffins. Very few ingredients: flour, sugar, milk, salt, oil. I have canola oil. You could use a different, but this is canola, baking powder, and the jelly of your choice. This is our family favorite, strawberry jam from a farm in Cortland, Illinois. We like it a lot. It's strawberry, but you can use any kind, and in fact you could also use more than one kind of jelly if you have a diversity of preferences in your family. Large bowl for dry ingredients, small bowl for wet ingredients. Muffin pan. I have these silicone muffin pan liners, which we like. You can also use paper, or if you don't have either one of those, you could spray the inside with spray oil, or you could put a thin coating of butter on the inside, but something to keep it from sticking to the muffin pan. This recipe will make 12 smaller muffins, or you could, if you want your muffins to be bigger, you could make 8 or 10. So I like to do the wet ingredients first. 1 egg, this is 3/4 cup milk, and 1/3 cup oil. Flour is 1 3/4 cup flour. If you wanted to add whole grain flour, you could make a substitution. People recommend usually less than half, so maybe a 1/2 cup of whole wheat flour if you wanted to. It's a little heavier, so you don't want to use all whole wheat unless you're really a hardcore naturalist. 1/4 cup sugar. This is a 1/4 cup. 2 teaspoons of baking powder. 1, 2, and 1/2 teaspoon salt. There, my goodness. One half teaspoon salt. Now, I usually use a wire whisk to mix the dry ingredients together. You can also sift, but this is quicker and a little bit more efficient. And then the wet ingredients. And then I'm going to pour the wet into the dry ingredients. Muffins are not like yeasted dough, so a yeasted dough that you would knead with your hands, more kneading is better. With muffins, you want to do as little as possible, just until the wet and the dry ingredients are fully incorporated. If you beat it too much, they get kind of tough and rubbery, not very delicious. So we're just going to do as little as possible to get everything well incorporated. Okay, now we're going to put a little dollop of batter in each of the muffin cups. The goal is to have it be about the same in each cup, so that they're all cooked about the same. If some of them are tiny, they'll be overcooked, and the big ones will be undercooked. You want it to be about the same in each cup. Some people do this with 2 spoons if you don't like to get your finger messy. I don't mind getting my finger messy. I didn't mention at the beginning that I, of course, washed my hands before we started taping and rinsed carefully so that there wasn't any soap left on my fingers. And you notice that I'm not sticking my fingers in my mouth or my nose or my eyes when I'm cooking. Okay, that's about right. Good enough for me. If you look at it now and you see that the balance isn't right, you can move some stuff around. So last step is to put, in my family everybody loves this, so I'm going to use this, but if you have a few people in your family who like cherry and a few people who like grape and a few people who like strawberry, you could do a few of each. That would be just fine. And you're just going to put a little dollop of jelly on the top of each muffin. And as much as we all love jelly, you want it to be just a little bit because it will spread, and if you have too much, it'll make a gigantic mess. Especially if you're using paper liners. Too much jelly means that the paper won't come off and you'll just have a very unsatisfying muffin experience. All right, easy peasy. Now, I preheated the oven before we began to 400 degrees, so it's ready to go. I'm just going to get the jelly off my finger and I'll put them in the oven. They should cook for about 10 to 12 minutes, keeping an eye on them because ovens are different, and if they're getting brown, they're probably done. These are not gigantic muffins. They'll be pretty small, a nice little morning treat. So I'll put it in and they should be finished in about 8 to 10 minutes, maybe 12. All right, let's get these out of the oven. Those are done. The tops are a little bit brown, jelly's bubbling. So here's my cooling rack. I'm going to leave these here to cool for about 10 minutes, and then they'll be ready to eat. I will put the ingredients in the notes for this video so that you can enjoy the recipe at home. I hope you have a wonderful time with spring break muffins in your